Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I will be starting a new segment in a new series about dating, and it can both be for guys and girls. So the first thing I'm going to talk about today is what do girls find attractive in guys and what do they look for in guys. So let's first start off with let's see, the way a man dresses. So this can be a range of many things. So you can wear a tux, you can wear a suit depending on the occasion. If you're going out with some friends to hang out at a local bar / restaurant or club, you want to dress casual. You want to, of course, look nice and professional. You want to look handsome. And a suit's going to be a nice thing to wear. You can wear a business casual, like a t-shirt, like a polo, and then some khakis. But it pretty much is all up to you and your preference. So the way a man dresses is a huge get-goer for ladies. They find that very attractive, and it's all about style and how you rock it, and just be confident in everything you do. And you can also wear jeans, and just basically is whatever your preference is. Just be confident in it, and whatever you're gonna wear, I'm sure they're gonna like. But with that being said, let's go on to number 2. Second thing is the way a man grooms himself. So this is a big one. So obviously you want to have a clean haircut. You want to smell nice. You want to have some cologne or deodorant, of course. Use some hair gel or some tacky stuff like some clay hair gel. And basically you want to groom if you have a beard, you want to shave it, you want to trim it. I usually keep a mustache or a beard. It just depends on the occasion. And basically, it goes a long way to show how you handle yourself and how you carry yourself just by the way you groom. And you want to make sure you take care of yourself. So that's also another big thing girls look for in a guy. The third one, let's see, the hobbies a man has. So you want to have similar hobbies, say for instance sports, what else, food, any kind of favorite movies, just basically anything that's going to also be a common hobby of the opposite gender. So a few lady friends that you've been talking to, they have different hobbies such as sports, fashion, cooking, etc., you name it. You just want to make sure you share a similar amount of hobbies, but it's pretty much doesn't really matter, but just something you're passionate about too. It could be anything, like from playing a sport, having a favorite card game, having a favorite TV show or movie, or favorite thing you like to make for food. And pretty much that's all. It's all about how you carry yourself and how those hobbies are fun and enjoyable. So it could be fishing, it could be kayaking, it could be all sorts of other things that you mainly do in your life. So that's number 3. And number 4 is his relationship with mom, female relatives, and other women. This goes to show future reference if you were to have a kid. How would you relate? How would you be beneficial? How would you help your future kids? So it's basically like being a parent in a situation like with kids. They just want to see how you handle kids, how you treat them, how you basically are a good role model for them, and that you can make a great dad someday. And with his mother, a mom's love is always loving. It's always unconditional, and just basically shows how much you treat her with respect and how much you care about their physical and mental health, and with other women as well, other female relatives. Just goes to show, like with your sisters too, you take care of them, you treat them right, respect them, make sure they're doing okay, and it's basically just being a good person and taking care of them as a brother or relative. And number 5, a man who acts on his plans. So say you have something set, you have a goal set on Tuesday, and you want to get it done by Friday. You're going to consecutively work on this goal day by day until you finish it and get to where you want. so you can do whatever else you want on the weekend. So you just prioritize your time. You're driven for success. You take the lead. You take the charge on your plans. So you wanna go out with some friends on a Friday, but it's a Monday. So you just pace yourself, get through the work week, and you do as much as you can to get to Friday, so you can just relax and hang out and have a good weekend. But it's also there's a lot, I guess, behind this too. A man who acts on his plans, it goes to show what kind of person he is. Does he take initiative? Is he a great guy? All this and that. But you want a man who acts on his plans, so you have his word. He's going to have a commitment, and just basically a man of his own word and promises. So number 6 is going to be her laughs. He laughs out loud and has a sense of humor. So say you're talking to this guy you just met him, or this lady you just met, and you'd like to get to know him better, and if the body language is well and good, you want to be comfortable, you want to be confident, just be loose, just be yourself. Don't care what others have to think, just act on your own intuition there. And it's good to have a sense of humor as well, because that is attractive. It goes to show, are they having a good time, and their smile and their laugh are attributes of attraction there. And it's just something that's also going to be a favorite that the girls like or a guy likes in the opposite gender. So that being said, that's just a huge another aspect of what girls look for in a guy. Do they have a good sense of humor? Are they outgoing? Are they kind? Are they confident? Are they going to basically just be a good person overall? And number 7, sure of his word. So it's just, you want to make sure you don't stand anybody up, like a female, exactly, for this instance here. So they could be out planning another date or something like that, and you want to make sure you have the word. You don't want to stand anybody up. You want to follow through with your actions. You don't want to just play it off and be like, oh yeah, maybe this and that. You want to have an exact answer, be confident, and give her the time of your day because she's giving you the time of her day. And this goes to show a lot in who you are and how you carry yourself as a person. And this is great for just overall confidence and being a great person or friend. Or if you're in a relationship, it shows a lot about commitment and responsibility. So basically just making sure you have his or her word. I will do this, I will see you there at this time, yada yada. But you just want to make sure you're going to follow through and commit. Number 8 is comfortable around friends and her. So say you're at your friend's house, this girl you just met or guy you just met, and you're with their guy friends or girlfriends, and you just want to feel comfortable and just relax, loosen up, don't overthink anything, just go with the flow, and just be comfortable around her friends. If you guys have a tough time doing that, well then this is a great time to listen to my podcast here and show and series that I'm talking about that will basically help you set up for success. And it's basically just common sense, just being comfortable around people with her friends and her. You just want to be a charismatic guy, be nice, friendly, of course, on your best behavior, and just think nothing less of it. Just have a good night, make the best of it, crack some jokes, have a good time, just be in the moment and enjoy the night with her friends or your friends, and of course her or the man you're talking to. So his intelligence and desire to listen. So this one's huge. Whenever you're holding conversation, you want to hold eye contact, you want to be assertive, you want to make sure you're getting your point across, you're sticking your chest out, your neck isn't stiff, you're basically just having good posture, being relaxed and calm, and patient whenever you're talking to the opposite gender. And you want to make sure that they have your full undivided attention, and that this goes to show a lot about respect and loyalty, and that you really care what this person has to say and what you can take from what they had to say, and give them good feedback. So that's also another thing for another way of attraction for I guess having a conversation and for just being a good person overall. And let's see, number 10, where a man is going in life. So say the guy works a 9 to 5 and then he works another job Monday through Friday, and on the weekends he does another job. So basically he can be flexible and do whatever he wants with his own time, but it's how he spends his time through his hours of the day. And with that being said, he can be driven for more success or failure, just depends on what route you're going, and just keep a hard routine of hard work going and strive for greatness. And basically it's just being career driven, being confident, being independent is a big one, fellas. Being independent, that'll get you far. That will help show lack of neediness. I mean, of course, you guys kind of know that, but I mean, just being self-driven and independent is going to help keep yourself up there at the, I guess, dominant level of perception, where you're going to be just independent, which girls like. Guys who are independent, outgoing, who are ambitious. I mean, that goes to show a lot about how a man carries himself and what's going on in his life. He likes to keep you involved, updated, and that's basically what they're looking for in a man. So, and the opposite gender too, like for females as well. So this is great for both males and females to listen about. And also cleanliness. How's your place? You want to make sure your place is clean before she comes over, etc. You want to make sure that you're not a mess or a slob. You want to take care of yourself, have good hygiene, make sure your apartment or room or etc. is clean, and basically just overall having good hygiene and having a clean house or apartment wherever you stay. Make sure everything's tidy and in order, because girls like a guy who are organized and who are clean as well. That goes to show a lot about your personality and who you are as a man or a woman. And working out in the gym too is a big one, because it goes to show how much I guess mental toughness you have and strength as well, which is a physical attraction attribute, because it goes to show how much motivation you have and your achievements that you want to do in life. I mean, you can motivate yourself for anything. You just have to put your mind to it and tell yourself, I can do this. It's just all a preference to you, and that's how you become a successful, I guess, fitness person. And with that being said, this video is about to end here soon, but a man who's kind to strangers. So you're overall a nice person. You're going to be outgoing, charismatic, chivalrous. You want to make sure people are having a good time, and just basically overall being a good human being. And you want to have an ongoing conversation where they might be a potential, business client or potential wife or husband, something like that. But you want to make sure you're always genuine. You're a good person. You want to have good attributes. You want to carry yourself in a good way. You want to have a good first impression. That's whenever you meet anybody. Have a good handshake, eye contact. Make sure you're assertive and let them know your intentions. And basically, yeah, that's like a big one there as well. And cooking as well. You want to make sure you are a good chef, because that's also another big one there as well. I mean, same goes for the opposite gender as well. I mean, you want to be a good chef. You want to have some fun with cooking. You want to, I guess, put on a good show for either person. And you want to, I guess, you can make it a cook-off. You can make it a fun, interesting night. And you just want to have fun with it. That's basically about it. And don't burn any of your food. Like I said, eye contact too. That's very important, because eye contact goes to show how much you're paying attention to the person, shows you're open to what they have to say, and it shows that you care and you're willing to, I guess, carry on a conversation, and it shows confidence as well. So that's a big one there. And then a man who is thoughtful, so like getting a girl flowers, or a female getting a man like a coffee or something after his long shift, or getting him a drink, etc. But a man who is thoughtful, so who puts in time and intentions, like getting your friend or girlfriend flowers for after a hard week of work, or just surprising her with special gifts. The little things matter the most, and whatever other gifts you give, but those are just a few things that are it goes to show how much you care about the person, and it's a meaningful way of expressing your love and gratitude towards the person, and it just goes a long way. A man's height, so this kind of can seal the deal, or it can't really. It doesn't really matter, but I mean, the preference is scientifically proven that a lot of females are more than likely attracted to tall men, but not always. It just depends on the person, your character, how you hold yourself, and the kind of person who you are. But that's what women prefer, but you don't have to be. It's just all about being a good person. And a man's height, I mean, you can have a guy who's 6'1", and then you have a guy who's like 5'7", 5'8", who's just going to have the same amount of energy and the same amount of, I guess, sympathy and, I guess, attractive traits. It just depends on the person, who they are. And the same goes for a woman as well. It doesn't really matter. They can be either any height. It's just your preference and what you think is best and suits you, and that's basically all. I mean, you could have D1 kids if they're both super tall, but it pretty much is just a preference for what you think as well. And a man with a good smile, so you want to have a guy or a woman who's going to have a good smile, good eye contact, just all those fun things that make a person attractive as well. A good smile, having good hygiene, having good teeth, going to the dentist, having all those endeavors there. And that's pretty much having a good smile. I mean, that pretty much goes to show. And you can see how they take care of their hygiene and their health just by that. And their smile, of course, it's a big one as well. And affinity for children and pets, so just taking care of people, expressing careness, and just basically showing how much you care for the person, like a child or a pet. And that's basically it, just showing affection for the kid and pet as well. So it's just basically, it's a preference. I mean, all these are highly attractive to women as well, and for guys as well. So it's just basically what you think about. An optimistic man, so a man who is perseverant, who's not really, I guess you'd say, grouchy. You want a man who's optimistic, who doesn't really worry about the future, just living in the moment. Somebody who doesn't think twice about a decision. It could be like overthinking. I mean, just going with the flow, basically. That's all your own preference. But yeah, and respect is a huge one as well. You want to make sure that you're giving people respect, and that shows you care. And it's just basically being pretty straightforward, just showing respect to another human from one to the other. That's what you've learned from your parents, and just overall common sense. And he's a leader, not a follower, so taking charge, making sure you know what's going on in the room, you can figure out what to do, how to adapt, how to change, and taking charge in a certain situation, and basically just carrying a higher amount of work, or just making sure you're getting your stuff done on time. And that goes to show along about not being a follower, because you don't want to just follow and be on the hype and be in the moment, but just being a leader and being assertive. And those are the little things that are attractive, because it shows that you're taking charge. It's just that simple. He makes other girls jealous of her, so I mean, this is kind of something I'm not really too big of, but I mean, it's just basically showing, oh, this person's better, all this and that, just possessions and material items. I don't think that's really a big deal. I mean, as long as they're a good person and they carry themselves very high and they're attracted to you, I mean, you guys have a first good impression. I just don't really like this title here. He makes other girls jealous of her. I mean, you don't need to make other people jealous. I mean, that's just like childish and like kindergarten. Come on now, guys. We're like grown adults. This doesn't really make sense. But I mean, it's happening a lot in today's society and world, like making other people jealous. But it just goes to show that it's not an attractive trait that I find, and I'm sure a lot of other people don't find it attractive. But with that being said, guys, those are traits that are found in either opposite gender, either male or female. So that's what they find attractive. And there's all these other things, go on a walk with you, or give kids, like I said, take the time, I guess, have eye contact, write you notes, just basically just sending you flowers, for your birthday, or just showing up to your work, surprising you with snacks or food, and just loving life and, being goofy with each other. There's all sorts of other attributes behind it too, and that's basically what girls look for in a guy. So with that being said, be sure to check out my channel and like, comment, subscribe, and thank you guys for watching today's video.